Hey there, smartphone users! In today's digital age, protecting our privacy is more important than ever. That's why in this video we are going to discuss some crucial tips to help you enhance your smartphone privacy and safeguard your personal data. So I recommend that you start by using the privacy dashboard and permission manager tools, your two best friends and allies, not only in fixing privacy breaches, but overall maintaining your privacy on a desired level at all times. So usually, on different phones, the path might be different here, but generally you'll need to just launch your settings or the settings app on your phone, then find and enter the privacy category here, and here is the privacy dashboard as well as the permission manager tools. Let's start with the privacy dashboard. So here you can see which permissions were used by what apps during last or past 24 hours here, and you can go one by one, open the permissions history and see if any sketchy app had this or that sensitive permission. And this is of course up to you to decide which permissions you find sensitive, but a good rule of thumb is camera, microphone, and location. Those are the most vulnerable parts of your phone, the most important and crucial permissions in general. So here, once you went through all of those permissions here that were in use, you can also go ahead and show system here and do that once again to be extra sure that some sketchy or malicious app hasn't marked itself as system app. So make sure to check the system activity as well. Then what you might also want to do is to use the permission manager, open it, look through either all the permissions or the permissions that you find sensitive. Once again, those sensitive permissions include camera, microphone, and location, but are not limited to them, of course. So see what apps have the camera permission. So here is the list of allowed only while in use apps or allowed all the time. We can also look here. So see if the app that has, or amongst the apps that have this permission, you find some sketchy entry, for example this one, and just retract this permission like that, or reject it here, deny it, should I say. Moving on, another good measure to take if you are privacy concerned is to erase all the personalized Google ad data and make it so that you will not receive personalized and tailored ads, but at the same time the Google will not collect your personal and sensitive data to tailor those ads from. So in order to do that, once again, you will need to launch the settings app on your Android phone, then enter the Google category. Next, go into the all services list, open the ads, and you can either reset your advertising ID or delete it for good. I recommend that you go with latter and delete your Google advertising ID if you are, once again, a privacy concerned individual and you don't mind losing personalized ads, of course. Next, you can also enhance your browsing privacy, of course. It is hard to cover all existing browsers, but the general strategy should be the same regardless of the preferred browsing app that you have in use. In Google Chrome, for example, you'll just need to, launch the browser, then go into settings, and here we should somewhere have the privacy guide that will help us with resolving all those privacy concerns and issues in general. So now let's open the privacy and security section and go with the privacy guide. So here you can switch off the make searches and browsing better, since What the Google Chrome and Google in general implies by that is that they will collect your data, your browsing data, and use it to tailor your browsing experience and search and browsing in particular. We do not want that here, obviously, since we are a privacy concerned users, so just switch this off. Then you can also, decide whether you would like for the history, browsing history, to be synchronized or not. In general, I would say that it's fine to leave it at enabled state. Moving on, you can also switch your standard protection against websites, downloads, and extensions that are known to be dangerous, and make it more enhanced and more aggressive. Here you can read all the specifics if you are interested. You can also decide whether you would like to block cookies or third-party cookies only while you are in the incognito mode or at all times. Some web sites and web pages won't work if you will block those cookies and other tools that are going trackers in general, but other tools that include collecting your personal data and tracking tools and so on. And we are finished. So once again, open the privacy preferences on your browser, see what settings it suggests, and decide for yourself which options and which preferences you are concerned about, and disable them, of course. Now, I would like to share a few quick and minor optimizations to enhance your personal privacy even further. So first, you can go into your phone settings, security, and set up a screen lock. It is a very good measure to protect your device from unauthorized access and hence improve and increase your personal privacy, making extra sure that nobody will see the content and data that is stored on your phone unless the person knows your screen lock password, of course. Another small tip is to hide your notifications content once the screen is locked. In order to do that, you will need to, find this option on your phone. Once again, each phone is different, but let's use the settings search to expedite this procedure. So here, once we went to the notifications preferences, we have the notifications on lock screen, and just switch it to either don't show any notifications or hide silent conversations and notifications, once again enhancing your privacy even further. Now you can also enable the automatic system updates in order to always get the most recent software, and usually new software comes with security improvements and overall fixes of known privacy and security breaches, so it is a very good measure to take to just enable the automatic system updates. Once again, each phone is different. Just find the system updates preferences on your phone and enable them to be automatic. And the final tip that I have is to simply use end-to-end encrypted messenger apps such as Signal, WhatsApp, or Telegram. But you have to mind that in Telegram, in order to access the end-to-end encryption, you will need to create a secret chat, because by default the end-to-end encryption for regular chats and conversations is switched off in Telegram in particular. So guys, as far as this video goes, that'll be it. If you have any questions left or just anything to say in general, do not hesitate to use the comment section below this video. As for now, thanks for watching and bye bye.